This section is about differentiability and continuity. We've already learned about continuity in the past, but now we're going to learn a new word, differentiability, and how that relates to continuity. So here's the definition of differentiable at a point. A function is differentiable if the derivative exists at x equals a. So differentiable comes from the word derivative, and it means that we can take a derivative and then also we can plug in a to the derivative and we get an actual value. The good news is that all of the polynomial functions, sine, cosine, all exponential functions, logs, tangent, cotangent, secant, and cosecant, everywhere those functions exist, they are differentiable. There are certainly points of discontinuity on tangent, secant, and cosecant, and cotangent, but if the function exists, then it's differentiable. Oh, and there's also logs. They only exist for x equals 0, but if they exist, then they're differentiable. Here's how it's possible for a function to be non-differentiable. This is a graph showing several different types of non-differentiable points. One type would be a discontinuity. Any type of discontinuity, even if it's just a hole, is enough to make your function non-differentiable. A corner is a spot on your function where, coming from one direction, your function has a slope, and coming from the other direction, your function has a slope, and they're both numbers, but those slopes don't match. So the slopes exist, but they don't match. Oops. On this first example here, here's a picture of a corner. I really want to emphasize that that doesn't mean that the segments coming together are straight. It just means that you could figure out their slopes and get a number answer, but they wouldn't be the same thing. A cusp is a particular kind of non-differentiable point, and it looks a lot like a corner. The difference between a cusp and a corner is that if we check the slopes on a cusp, and you can't necessarily tell from a picture, but you could tell from the function eventually, we'll talk about that more, but these two slopes don't exist. They also don't match. In this picture, it's hard to tell, like I said, but if you imagine drawing tangent lines to the right, all of the tangent lines you draw to the right would be up above your curve. They would be, pointing uphill. So you'd have uphill tangent lines here to the right. Not only are they uphill, but they're getting steeper and steeper. As x gets close to 0, the tangent lines are getting steep and uphill. And because they're steep and uphill and infinitely steep, it's actually approaching vertical but uphill. So in one direction, your slope is approaching positive infinity. The other direction, this is a downhill portion of the graph, but it's also getting steeper and steeper. So in the other direction, the slope is approaching negative infinity. That's a cusp. It's a kind of non-differentiable point where you have kind of vertical but in opposite direction tangent lines coming together. The fourth type of of non-differentiable point is a vertical tangent. At x equals 2, this function has a tangent line that is vertical. Since vertical lines don't really have slope, or the slope doesn't exist, we say that it's not differentiable at that point because the slope is not a number. If I try to draw tangent lines here, notice how all of the tangent lines for this particular curve are uphill. So this would be approaching positive infinity and positive infinity from both directions. That's what makes it different from a cusp. That is vertical tangent lines. The good news is that differentiability, if you hear that a function is differentiable, you don't have to go to any work to prove that it's continuous, because differentiable means that it has to be continuous. So if you hear that f is differentiable and you would like to use the intermediate value theorem, go ahead, just make sure you make that note. The intermediate value theorem applies because f is differentiable and therefore continuous or something like that. It is not acceptable to go in the other direction. You can't say, hey, my function is continuous. That makes it differentiable, because it's actually harder to be differentiable than it is to be continuous. So just being continuous is not enough for a function to be differentiable. This is, in fact, an example of a function that is continuous, but is not differentiable. So if you get this kind of question where you have to say, is this function differentiable? Then you have a couple of questions to ask yourself. First, you want to check to make sure it's continuous. And the reason you want to check that is because if you can show it's not continuous, you're done. That's one of the ways to not be differentiable, is if you're not continuous. So you check to see if you're continuous. The old-fashioned way, you're going to do the limit as x goes to 0 from the negative direction, and that would be 2 times 0 minus 2, which would be negative 2. And then you're going to do the limit as x goes to 0 from the positive direction, and that would be 0 squared minus 2, which would be negative 2. Looking good so far. And then you lastly want to make sure that f of 0 is really negative 2, and it is. So yes, it's continuous by the continuity test. So that's good. We've got continuity down. Then we want to check to make sure that there aren't any vertical tangent lines or cusps. And if I look at these functions, one of them is linear and the other one is a quadratic. So we know that the functions separate from each other are definitely differentiable. The only place we want to check is where x is equal to 0, because we might have a corner at x is equal to 0. So we're going to check that. So the way we check that is we look at the two slopes. Coming from x is less than 0, in that direction, so from the left, our slope is going to be the same as the slope of this line. I don't need to do any work to check that slope. That slope is 2 because it's a linear function. I know the slope of a linear function. So the slope here is 2. And then in the other direction, I have to do some calculus. So I'm going to do the limit as h goes to 0 of x plus h squared minus 2 minus x squared minus 2 all over h. Now I don't really care what this derivative is at x, I really only care what it is at x equals 0, so I'm going to go ahead and plug in x equals 0, and so that would be the limit as h goes to 0 of 0 plus h would just be h squared minus 2 minus 0 squared minus 2 would just be negative 2. And then notice how our 2's are going to subtract, so we wind up with the limit as h goes to 0 of h, which would be 0. So it turns out that it is a corner because the slope as x approaches 0 from the negative direction is 2, but the slope as x approaches 0 from the positive direction is 0. So this is a corner, and here's a picture of what a corner looks like. Notice how the slope of the parabola looks like it's horizontal, but the slope of the line is 2. This is non-differentiable. The slopes don't match because it's a corner. How about this one? So we're looking to see if this function is differentiable at x equals 1. And I really want to warn you, it's tempting to say, well, let's first check to see about the slopes. So we're going to do the limit as h goes to 0. Oh, I don't need to check the slope of this one. This one has a slope of 2. So it's a line. So then we'll do x plus h squared minus x squared all over h. But I don't care everywhere, I just care about x equals 1, so I'm going to plug that in. And then the 1's subtract away, and I can factor an h out, so I have 2 plus h over h, and then the h's can cancel, and so I have a slope of 2. That's good news that they both have the same slope, but if I had taken a minute to check for continuity first, I would have noticed that this function is not continuous. It's not continuous because the value of the limit as x approaches 1 from the negative direction is not equal to the limit as x approaches 1 from the positive direction. From the negative direction, the slope is 2, the value is 2, and from the positive direction, the value is 1. So we know right away that this is not differentiable, even though they have the same slope, because it's not continuous. So we see that discontinuity, and that means it's not differentiable.